When racking up for leading a pitch of ice, there are a few subtle things that can make a big difference. First, I want to make sure my helmet is on correctly, over my forehead to protect my head from any falling ice or anything that I might fall down.
Next thing is my harness. I want to make sure that it's up high over my hips, nice and snug, and I tied a sloppy knot today. I would want to fix that to look like Lindsay's. The figure eight itself is all crossed. I have way too much tail, and particularly with ice climbing, if I have a big loop, this is going to catch on icicles and actually stop me or cause me to fall. So I'm going to minimize the loop, and it should be about the size of the belay loop. She has about 6 inches of tail there. That's perfect. And all these strands are parallel on her knot.
When I rack my screws, I want to notice how thick the ice is, and that will help me determine what length of screw that I want. And then however long the pitch is will allow me to figure out how many screws I need. Also, the anchor is a consideration because I might have a tree or bolts, or maybe I need to build an ice screw anchor and then I'll need more ice screws on me. When I rack my ice screws, I want the tip to be facing back. That way it doesn't hit my leg as opposed to this way. If I need to access a different ice screw, maybe one that's longer, I can always dock an ice screw up at the top and access that back one. The way that I like to take mine off is bringing it upward and back down through the clip.
For quick draws, first off, I rack gates in the proper way.
What?
I'm going to carry enough draws that I'm anticipating for placing screws on the route, plus 1 or 2 more. In ice climbing, I mostly carry quick draws because we have such little friction. I don't need a lot of extended slings. I tend to carry 1 or 2 alpine draws. That way if I'm placing a screw behind a pillar, then I can extend, but that's about it. I like to carry most of my screws on clippers on the sides here, on 2 of them, but I do have a larger one on the back, and that's where I put my anchor screws. And then I'll carry my belay device, some extra bail material, anchor sling, and some lockers on my back gear loops. I tend to rack the same all the time so that I can reach back and grab something sight unseen while I'm climbing. Ice climbing is a very gear intensive activity, so having a clean, svelte setup on your harness really helps when you're on the sharp end.